to Big Brave Business on YouTube. We are here with another special guest, and we can't wait. So tell us who you are.
Hi, everybody. I'm Katie Carson at Lady Katie Carson on Instagram. I offer fractional CMO services to coaches and entrepreneurs. So I help take the marketing burden off of them so that they can scale their business and impact more lives. And that's what I love to do. But I'm also a dog mom and an avid hiker, and you'll get a lot of Archie content should you care to follow me.
Yes. And she's so good at what she does. So awesome. Well, are you ready to do rapid fire?
Let's do it.
Okay, Sarah, take it.
Oh, me? Okay. How many hours do you work in a week?
For clients, probably like 35. And then on my own business, it varies from like 10 to 20, probably.
Hey, that's a lot of client hours. Good for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Heck yeah. What were you most nervous about when you started your business?
Oh, imposter syndrome was so real. Like, especially as somebody who's had multiple careers, like just the expert factor. Like, I know I'm good at what I do, but feeling like I had to convince other people that I was good at what I do made me the most nervous.
Same.
What were you like as a kid?
Oh, I was wild, and yet also the good kid. So I had a lot of energy. I could talk to a wall. I taught myself to do the alphabet backwards at like 5 because I was also a huge nerd and a reader. So, but yeah, I was always just creating and dancing and singing and doing whatever.
Okay, I'm not going to hijack this, but I'm going to say my biggest fear is getting pulled over and somebody trying to make me do like the drunk driving test and have to do the alphabetical backwards because I could never do it. And they would just automatically assume that I'm drunk because I feel like that's something we should all know how to do, and I don't. Okay. Okay, so what is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh.
You can have a list.
I have a huge list. Chewing with your mouth open is a really big one, like personally. But for me, it's also like not communicating, like not showing up when you say you will, or just being like not telling me that you're not going to like be able to do whatever. Like, I love direct communication. So anything passive aggressive or indirect is like not my jam.
Fellas, take note.
If you could snap your fingers and transport yourself anywhere else right now, where would you go?
Scotland.
Oh,
I don't even have to think about it. No, it's number 1 on my bucket list. And so the reason my Instagram handle is Lady Katie Carson is because during the pandemic for Christmas, one of my best friends bought me a plot of land in the Highlands. And so I am officially a lady. Like, I'm officially a lady.
So you have to go visit
contrary to my behavior. So I have to go see my plot of land, and apparently I can build on it. It's 1 foot by 1 foot, but I may erect a little statue. Who knows?
I love that so much.
Bonus question, what would the statue be of?
There's been a lot of ideas, a lot of designs. Somebody has offered a Katie bobblehead design with a like placard at the bottom, you know.
I feel like that feels authentic.
It's on brand. It's on brand.
Katie, what time is your normal bedtime?
I was going to ask that.
We'll see that. Okay, so that's a complicated question because I am in bed, like ready for bed, in bed by 9, but I will read until I am tired. So it could be anywhere from, last night I actually was asleep at like 9:30, but 9:30 to like 11, sometimes 1 if it's a really good book.
What is one thing you wish more people knew about your industry or what you do?
That you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. Like, there are ways to show up and do your marketing and grow your business in a way that is authentic to you, that doesn't have to be what everybody else is telling you works.
It's a great answer and very true. What is your go-to Starbucks order?
Ooh, blonde venti latte with an extra shot.
My girl. Sarah doesn't drink coffee, so I'm with you. This sounds delicious.
I have a little at-home espresso maker, Amanda, and I'll buy like lavender syrup. I keep it at home. I make my own lattes.
Girl, okay. I do not do that. I order DoorDash and just have them bring me Starbucks because I have no skills.
You don't have
Go
Starbucks
ahead, Sarah.
in my small town yet. They are building one.
Wow. One of the corners of the world that has not been influenced by Starbucks.
Oh, they're building one, but...
Oh. coming.
What pets do you have and what are their names?
I have one dog. His full name when he's in trouble is Archibald, but Archie. And they told me he was Chihuahua Dachshund mix when I got him, and he was 4 pounds, and now he's almost 60, and he is Pit Lab Boxer. So none of the things, but he's great.
Wow.
Do you ever use paid advertising in your business?
For my business personally, no. For my clients, yes.
Where do you consider home?
Where I live now is East Tennessee, and I consider this home. It's where I feel most myself. I'm more of a mountains girl than a beach girl, but I was born in Florida. So.
Okay. If you could interview anyone, dead or alive, who would be your absolute dream interview? We did not ask this question on ours, and I'm so glad because I have a laundry list.
I have
it would be impossible.
A huge list, but the first one that pops into my mind is Dolly Parton.
Well, that would be
I'm obsessed.
Yes!
I'm obsessed. I don't understand how she's not queen of the universe. Like,
she'd be on my list too. That's a great one.
What did you eat for breakfast?
A protein shake and then a latte.
It's a lot of drinking.
Yeah.
What is your favorite holiday?
Ooh, that's a hard one. But I'd have to say Christmas because my grandparents on my mom's side are really big influences in my life, and we always did a really big Christmas Eve, and we would each pick like a day from the 12 days of Christmas, and it was like a big deal, and we all sang it. And so like that is probably my favorite holiday.
Well, that's a good one.
What is your ideal birthday present?
I love experiences. So whether it is money or a gift card to go towards an experience, or like my best friend just came up and our birthdays are like a week apart. And so for my birthday, she took me to Dollywood. And that was just like
I'm
such
sensing
a fun
a
day.
theme.
Well, I'm in her like home area. So she's everywhere. But I love doing experiences. So for like my 30th, we went to Costa Rica and did zip lining. For her 30th, I took her to New York because she had never been. So like I love experiences more than things.
I need some friends like that. I was about to say. I'm normally like, hey, here's $20. Enjoy your Starbucks today on me.
Well, mind you, we've been friends since we were like 13, which I feel like is a huge feat. In this day.
That's very true. I don't have any of those, so that makes a lot of sense. That tracks. No, this is a good one. What is one of your proudest moments in your business?
Oh, in my business, honestly, when I hit the 6-month mark of like successfully sustaining myself without having a 9-to-5 or other outside income, that for me was huge. Because I've told Amanda this, I left my corporate job in October with like just building the ship as we go. Like I didn't have a backup
We
plan.
know that.
And so when I hit the 6-month mark and realized, oh my gosh, I'm actually doing this and I'm making a living doing this was such a huge thing for me. And like every day that goes by, it's still like a huge moment for me where I'm like, I get to do this.
Totally relatable. I've shared on the podcast before, like for me, my proudest moment in business is every time I pay my bills.
Yes.
Because I know I did that with the money that I built like from nothing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally relate to that. What is your favorite social media platform?
Personally, TikTok. I'll spend hours on TikTok, and it's like all personal content. It's really stupid. But professionally, I really like Instagram. I feel like it helps me hit a wide audience, and there's such a variety of content that you can create and put out there it gives you that flexibility and creativity to show up authentically.
Totally agree. Not on the TikTok, but on the Instagram. What is one of your most unpopular opinions? This is my favorite question.
Oh man. My hot take is that you don't have to be on every platform like all at once. Like I feel like everybody's like, well, you want to maximize your audience and like hit them everywhere that they are. But my rule of thumb is like, find where most of your core audience is and focus on that and do that well before you scale into other platforms.
Yeah, good advice. Okay, one of my other favorite questions is if you could donate $100,000 to any cause or charitable organization, where would you donate it?
Oh my God, I've been thinking so much about this since I heard it earlier when I watched Sarah's interview, but I'm not sure about like any one organization. Probably something like a Planned Parenthood that helps women's reproductive rights, because that's something that's like super near and dear to my heart. I've had a lot of health things, and the research in women's reproductive health is just so lacking, and they're all just kind of like, well, we'll hope this works. Like, I would love to do something that furthers that research and helps women going forward.
I love that. What is one of your biggest goals for 2023?
Oh, for 2023, I would say to kind of fill out my book of business. So I've got like a couple more spots open, and I think I'll definitely be doing it this year. And then I also want to launch my own podcast. That's more for fun, not necessarily for business, but it's been something that's been on my mind for a really long time.
Yay!
And what would your podcast be if not business?
Dating apps in your 30s.
Yes. Yes. As a married woman, I'm still like all on board for this. I would eat this up like catnip.
Listen, the tea will be there.
Girl, I used to be this is also not meant to hijack your interview, but I used to be a personal assistant for like an in-person person. Yeah. And part of my job was to get on the dating apps to get her dates. Like, she was in her late 40s. She was trying to get like making it happen. Anyways, I have we need to talk about that. No, it's so good. So good. Oh my God. And I met my husband online dating, so I love that. Okay. Yes, Sarah, you're up. Well, you asked a bonus question. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Real question. What are 3 things that you're really good at?
Connecting with people, and then connecting them together, and then finding the silver lining in any situation.
I feel that. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Ooh, okay. I think I'm hilarious. Funny, I would definitely say loyal and hardworking.
Okay.
Those are good.
What advice would you give yourself 5 years ago?
That's the one I was going to ask. I'm so glad you did. Go ahead.
Listen, y'all, this is such a weird timing question, because 5 years ago was 2018, and that was when I left a consulting firm where I was like so burnt out and like beyond, and like took a job locally and just kind of like took a step back for a while. And I would tell myself to go ahead and start the business, that you know enough, you can do it. Like, take the leap, and you can do it, is what I'd tell myself. For sure.
What a great freaking note to end on.
I love it.
I feel like I could go punch somebody, take over the world. I mean, like, I'm ready.
Amanda, you already know enough to go punch somebody.
I do. This is very true, actually, now that you mention that. Katie, you did so good. You did so good. Any last thoughts that you want to share with everyone before we close us out?
Just, show up authentically, and don't be afraid to do that. That will attract the right people, and you'll make some great connections that you never expected.
I love this. Thank you so much for coming on our YouTube channel.
Yay. Thanks for having me, ladies.
Bye, everyone.
Make sure you catch Big Brave Business new episodes everywhere you listen to podcasts on Tuesdays, and right here on YouTube.